Alrighty, we are going to be playing some elevator music while we wait then.
Well, it depends. If it's going to be a half an hour download, I'm going to do a stage.
Oh, jeez, okay.
I'm at Super Earth.
That's a start.
Major orders we completed.
I
That
haven't
I
logged on in like a couple weeks, so I don't know what's going on.
I just got 140 medals for signing in.
140? Oh. Wow.
All right, what's the mini objective today? Oh, just extract 3 times successfully. Easy. Okay,
We
whatever.
can do that.
I'm sure it is. Where are we going?
Yeah, back in the box.
You assume I'm gonna read all that stuff. You're
Back in the
funny.
box! Okay.
Um, okay, so we have to hold this one. What's with this defend planet? Gatria? Why do we need to defend Gatria? For what?
Right, we're making a big bug reserve in Gatria.
Oh, alright. Well, Gatria's almost done, so maybe we should just go there and finish it off.
That works.
And then we can meander over to Pandion 24.
Yeah.
Am I on?
Oh my god.
Okay, cool.
Look at all these medals I've won.
Yeah, I told you.
Yep, you certainly did.
Defend
All
all
these
these.
medals.
How about
Yep.
this one? What? Are you a Blitz?
All my
No.
lovely viewers can see the successes I've reaped right here and now.
Super
Oh
proud of you,
my...
Curry.
Eh, thank you, thank you.
You're so democratic.
This is very democratic. Alright, where are you?
I just loaded a mission. I haven't loaded into it, I just accepted it.
I'll be right back. It's booting up now.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Sure thing. Bum, 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 bum. Whew, haven't been here in a long time. Okay. Where are we dropping, boys?
Uh, oh, what?
Oh,
Whoa.
that's fun.
It said connection to server failed for a second.
Yeah, that's scary. But, you know,
Mildly confused.
I'm still here.
Yep. I see your hug. And I
Uh-huh.
raise you.
Fine then.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat.
Whatever this is.
Helldivers to Hellpods.
Oh, that's not the one I thought it was. Is it this one? The test of conviction.
So we're just gonna shake hands like this forever?
Basically, until I move away.
Ah. What is this one?
Are you doing thoracic collision? Something or
Yeah.
other?
That's a chest bump, okay. Yeah. Democracy or something.
Democracy or something. Alright, let me. Oh, they've changed a lot of things.
They sure did. I need to comb through everything just to figure out what the heck I'm doing right here. Time to promo myself. Okay. Good, 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 good. Do they
My
change
name is
anything in here?
Curry, and I murder bugs. Like
I
and
murder
subscribe.
Yeah. No, hey, look, I'm not discriminating against anyone. I'll murder everything and everyone indiscriminately. Equality for all.
Hurry, I'm about to be on trial for confessing.
Who are you gonna put me in front of? The Pie Court of Super Earth? I think they'll give me a medal for that. Can't put me in jail for that.
Will they?
I'm being
though?
my best democratic self right now.
He's not entirely wrong.
See?
Okay, oh, they also fixed the purifier. Now it doesn't require the charge up, it just can charge up.
Ah, I see.
So it's basically the same as the Scorcher. If you fire it normally, it does 200 damage, but if you charge it up, it can go up to 500.
Ooh, we've got new weapons, stratagems. Right.
Wait,
the
to buy?
sterilizer, the sterilizer, and
Hang
the
on.
guard dog breath.
Well, yeah, that's from the, God, why can't I,
Oh, the
War
war
Metal
bond.
things. Yeah.
I see. I can't actually unlock them until I get the war bond. Got it.
Yep, you got me excited for something. Damn it, Curry, how could you?
Hey, I was excited. Unfortunately, I don't have enough super credits.
Helldivers to Hellpods.
Yeah, mine have not really increased either, but I already had them, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of Liberty's greatest heroes.
sure, let's waste our medals on that.
Alright, are we fighting bugs or bots?
We're fighting bugs.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Get the stupid helmet? Yeah, we'll get the stupid helmet.
Wait.
Hellpod launch suspended.
Wrong hell pod. Don't tell
I
Cloud.
gotta-
Oh, I ain't saying nothing.
Do I need to boot Curry?
No.
What?
Be in my
No.
spot?
No.
I'm gonna try the purifier.
Okay.
Okay. I can get on board with that plan.
Alright, where is my... Yes, alright. So we want to get rid of the test of conviction. Perfect. Fixed. Nailed it, we're good.
I see, I see, I see.
Oh no, I'm there.
Ooh, Cloud's invisible.
Nice.
He is visible to me.
He is invisible to me.
So be it.
Off to a great start tonight.
Oh, they
Alright.
also reduce the amount of time the turrets stay out, but they also reduce the amount of time it takes to call them all out.
I see. Okay.
Also, anti-tank mines now have been increased from 800 damage to 2,000 damage, just like the thermite grenade.
Oh, very
they-
cool. Maybe they'll be anti-tank now.
They're supposed to only trigger on heavier things like hulks, chargers, tanks.
Tanks?
know.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Alright, hi, Fan. Can I help you?
Hi, Finn. Be our fourth Helldiver.
There's more ammo in the Gatling machine gun, and I think the autocannon does not. But yeah, look at the call down time for machine gun turret. 77 seconds now.
Oh, wait.
That-
This is not a
oops.
regular thing.
It is
77 seconds.
Okay. My bad.
That's
I'll
not
redo
bad.
this.
You know, this is a terrible idea, so naturally I'm going to take it with.
Of course. We're
That's a
all
really
about
bad
terrible
idea.
ideas here.
Well, you know what? We're gonna wear the flame armor just in case I do set myself on fire with this. Maybe I'll survive.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. This is the turtle up and don't die mission.
Yep.
So we're going to bring in the heavy armor.
Never. I'm going to be not set on fire.
Oh. Alright, you do you.
Good luck, Boo. Stuff yourself in fire.
Good luck all around. Let's kill some bugs.
I also just really like the look of the Salamander armor.
It does look pretty nice. Okay. Let's see, sample. First thing I think about is collecting samples.
Calling down a support weapon.
Hey, not allowed to hit me.
Freedom never sleeps.
Oh, that's an EMS turret, and it is definitely affecting me. I need to figure out the controls again. X doesn't do anything. Noted.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
There's a bug in the middle here. It's just breakdancing away. This is great.
Good.
Testing sentry.
No, no, can. Their Gatling turret is going to murder me.
Calling down a sentry.
Dude, I really want to record this breakdancing bug. Like, I don't know if anyone else can see it.
Oh, ow. I don't know where it is.
It's on the landing pad, the extraction pad.
Yeah, I don't see it from here. Oh, wait, there it is. Ah, look at it go.
It's like
it's
great.
gone.
Oh no. Dude, that thing was hardcore breakdancing for a while.
Ah, very nice. I approve. Much more productive than whatever it was doing before. Alive.
Taylor.
Hey, Impaler. I see it.
I'm gonna just, lay down the law on him really quick, so be warned, don't go over there.
Requesting orbital.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Laser! No!
Whoa! Whoa! Where did that napalm come from?
Sorry, my laser decided to get up and close and personal with a couple people.
Ah! Very good. Carry on.
But I mean, bugs died, so I'll take it.
Yeah, always a good day.
Another impaler.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
I'm gonna hit him with thermites.
Where is he?
I got him, don't worry.
Okay.
Heavy. Speed. Up. Mag's empty.
He's dead.
Good.
Cool.
Let's see, rockets will belong in the front line here. Autocannons this way. Gatling will be placed strategically over there.
Just don't land on top of my EMS.
Get some.
Well, I don't know if I like the purifier or not, because I really haven't had a chance to use it.
Eh,
My turrets are doing all the work.
as it goes. Wouldn't have it any other way. Automated warfare is the way of the future.
Yeah. Oh. You guys, I see.
Tunnel breach. New mag.
Very nice, very nice.
Say hello to democracy.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Jam.
Come on. Come on out.
Oh.
We are ready for ya.
New mag.
Another triumph
There we
for
go.
managed democracy. May liberty guide your safe extraction.
Yeah.
Pelican 1 is ready to go inbound.
Yes, I did.
Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Clean sweep. Hey. Time for you to get on down here. Pelican 1. There we go. I
There
just
it
had to
goes.
shoot it.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart.
I just had to get its attention. That was all.
For future.
Extraction
Helldivers.
complete. Pelican 1 beginning
Leave some
ascent.
for the next team.
Today you carved another foot in the long climb to liberty.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. Very good, very good. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Okay.
Yay. 12 common samples.
Yeah, because that's what we need.
I was just grabbing samples, okay? Shush.
I
No
grabbed 2
judgy.
of them, so I'm not judging you.
No judges.
This is a
Oh,
judgment-free
I still have no idea if
zone.
the purifier is or not. I think I fired maybe.
No friendly fire
Nope,
incidents.
I pressed the wrong button.
Well done.
20 or so shots, and I don't even know if I hit anything with them.
You hit 3 of your 18 shots fired.
Perfect, because everything was dead that I was firing at.
And we have extracted 12 common samples.
3 from Curry.
Mission coordinates locked.
Oh my god, it looks like I don't have an arm right now.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
This is great.
Wait, I want to see. Never mind.
Orbit synchronized.
Well, maybe right.
I'm
Should I do here?
standing on top of you, can you not see me?
Hellpod launch
Hold on.
suspended.
I'm on my way
Hellpod
out.
primed.
Oh, no, too late. I already got in. Arm's
All right.
fixed now.
Your arm
too
is
long.
fixed.
Yeah, it popped back out.
Maybe go here and just do counterclockwise?
Or we could do here and go clockwise.
Fine.
Yeah.
Gary's invisible.
I'm not.
Oh, I see Curry.
Yay.
Call's back too.
Ah,
Just good time.
I'll take my
Everyone's
380.
back.
Should I flamethrower or should I take something else?
I will make this easy and quick.
I do like
And now, quick 20-minute adventure.
I use the quasar or should I use the heavy machine gun?
Where are you?
I'm running a quasar already.
I can
I
run
don't
heavy
know.
machine gun.
Okay.
We'll try it. Could be fun. I mean, I like the heavy machine gun.
I'm gonna do what I do best.
Flamethrower?
Yep. And then the complete. I'm just gonna do the 2 FUs and the flamethrower. So. I am not here to close bug holes. I am here to nuke the ground. Salt the earth.
Alrighty. I will back you up on that accord.
Oh god, get this off. Get this shit off of me. Where the hell? The cookout. I just want something I can unload into them. I have a flamethrower. Maybe I should get something rapid fire.
Oh my goodness, the drone backpacks you can toggle on and off now. That is hilarious. Eagle strafing run was buffed. Orbital airburst strike was buffed. Machine gun sentry buffed.
All the sentries are buffed. All of them, including the Tesla tower.
Ah, look at that.
I don't know what gun to stick with. Help me.
Ah, it's the cooldown time that was reduced, not the call-in time. Okay.
What is the Dominator? I've never used the Dominator. What is it?
Great question. I used it once at some point in the past, and I can't remember.
Well, they said it was bugged, so they fixed whatever the problem was. I just don't even know what the problem was.
Eh.
Yeah, no. Commit. I'm gonna use the adjudicator. No, don't type. Join. The heck.
Launch initiated.
If I don't like it, I'll just snipe one of your weapons.
Sounds good.
But if I already have a flamethrower, I don't really think I need fire rounds.
Patrol spawning has slightly different mechanics now.
Yeah, now they focus the major spawns around the
Let them brawl.
exit instead of everywhere.
Surmountable might of the Helldivers.
Perfect.
Calling down a sentry.
Ow. Hey! Don't do that. Oh, that would be... Okay. You're doing things coming from another direction.
Oh, hi.
Tunnel breach.
Ow.
Requesting
Down.
advanced weaponry.
Ow.
Down.
Okay, this kind of works. The adjudicator's not bad. I like it. Eats ammo like it's fucking candy, though.
Oh,
Calling in reinforcements.
Back down.
Curry beat me for like half a second. Ow, what the fuck, Curry?
What? What did I do?
You threw a grenade at me.
Oh, I let down my eruptor and blasted you off. Got it. Oh, hello. I'm gonna ignore you for the time being. Which is not the decision I should be making right now.
I'm gonna go for him. Take that, bitch.
Oh, hey, thermite. There we go.
Heavy.
You got second one?
On my position.
Oh,
Yeah, there's two.
got another thermite on him.
Hey, I don't like you over there.
Oh,
Dead.
Reinforcing. Freedom forever!
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Okay, good, 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 good. One more crack at that nest. Yep, within sight, one more quasar and it is down.
Nice.
okay, did we already get whatever's over here? Looks like it.
It's
It's just
saying
grenade
there's-
stuff.
there we go. I got it. It just took a hot minute.
Hive
Found
structure
something.
destroyed.
I've got a bunker with me. Friendship
Alright,
bunker,
I'll-
that is.
There's a dude coming towards you. Be careful.
You got it.
Can you climb? Thank you.
Oh, more shriekers. Where did you come from? If I had to guess.
Might be a trigger patrol.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm here. Oh, you still a friend though. Oh, is that another shrieker nest over there?
I would have
It
guessed
is.
so, but I did not see one.
I've got this one.
Yeah, you can see
Oh.
if you look from right here.
Oh
the
yeah, I
sample.
see it.
Right there.
Stalwart and 2 rare samples.
Oh! Oh!
Ow.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Ow,
Killed
indeed.
by curry.
I figured as much. That was my shrapnel.
Alright, we're done with this shit. I'd stay away.
That's a little. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a little close to us. Just a little. Oh.
Hey, I tried.
Oh.
I tried to call it flamethrower. I didn't think it would work, but you know.
Did you try something?
Ow.
Alright, I am going to see if I can't get some of my
Where
stuff
is
back.
it? We got thrown way over here.
Man, my stuff is on a ledge.
Where's my samples?
Up here.
We got thrown up. Okay. So weird. Okay. Everything I had got thrown in a different direction.
Here are other scary things. Oh, that's a charger. I don't have my
That
quasar
is
because
a
it's
charger.
stuck on that ledge. Wait, I know how to get back up there. What am I saying? It's not stuck up there. I know how to climb. Come on, up the ledge, please. Just like that. There we go.
I don't have anything to take this out, so I'm just gonna hell vomit.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get out of the way then.
What the fuck?
Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
Nice.
Okay.
game was like, nah, bruh.
Okay. Good.
Terminate hive structure destroyed.
One less problem.
Oh, I found another problem, unfortunately.
Time to keep the pain train moving.
Oh, okay, we don't like that.
Okay. Back up.
And we're going. Don't you dare.
You shall live over there.
Does that help or no?
Barrage, clear the area.
See yellow up ahead.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, that's you in from. I thought that was Curry.
Huh.
You're purple. Curry's blue.
No, sorry to disappoint.
No, oh, self-esteem.
Gotta have a little bit more confidence in yourself.
Calling down a sentry.
Shit for damage. Alright.
What's confidence?
Say hello to democracy.
Ah, sorry. That must be, you must be unfamiliar with that.
Fucking stalkers.
Stalkers, got it. Unfortunately, we are not on appropriate sides of the map for this.
And I'm running.
Oh, yep, I see that now.
Get some. Get some.
Fuck that shit.
Okay.
I found supplies because I have like no stems and no ammo.
Okay.
Critical stratagem no longer available.
Sending down a flag. We are going to be democratic.
Outpost destroyed.
God damn it.
Oh, nope, I did not want to tab out. There we go.
Got it.
Ooh, I am running to... Uh-oh.
Oh, there you are.
There we go. Much better.
I do like how the supplies are now marked on the map, though. Oh,
That
you
is
have a
very
lot of
nice.
friends there. Here, run towards me. I'm gonna throw down a nuke.
Oh, of course.
Are you out?
Yes, that's why I was down there.
Here.
Taste of democracy. Requesting sentry.
Where'd you go? Oh.
Not ship anymore.
Yep.
Oh my god, there's a lot of them here. Oh, that's a charger. That's not a charger, it's a big boy.
Ah. There's a...
Alright,
Run, please.
run it back up. Ooh, it's a little bright here. You know what? I don't care anymore.
Got him.
Everyone here can go die.
I got the one stalker that was harassing you.
Huh. You make it sound like I died just because there was one stalker.
I know, I said I got the one that I could see that was stalking you.
Just one stalker. How bad could one stalker be?
Prepare to exterminate. Last
Actually, no, we'll
reload.
wait on that. I hear you. I hear you and I hate it. There it is, I see him.
Sending in an eagle.
Ow. Shit.
I'm dead.
Oh, hey there.
Thank you.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, you hit me and dropped my thing.
I didn't mean to. I was shooting the stalker that was turning around and coming at me.
Understandable.
Damn stalkers, it's driving me bananas.
Ooh, ow.
YOLO.
Woo! A little hot here.
Throw you the way I did not throw that. Oh, fuck.
Okay. Walk in the back. Hello, good sir. No, never mind.
Really?
Did that crack your armor? Nope.
No, I got hit by 2 acid spears at the same time.
Yeah, and the ion storm just started.
Alrighty. We will hold it off there. One impaler down. I think one more to go. Oh, no. Is that
The
one
worst
dead?
part is I
That one's
just
dead.
summoned my stuff, which means it's gonna not be nowhere near it.
Eh.
But my napalm's gonna be ready when I come down.
Ah. Flag's back in the ground.
Calling in reinforcements. Throwing supply.
Alright. Damn it, I missed the vial button. That's not good.
I need a clear shot at its head.
Yeah, I'm,
Alright, that doesn't matter.
oh my god.
Where is that resupply? I just threw down.
I killed one vile spear before it killed me, and then another one walked right around the corner and got me.
Good, probably.
Oh god, I spawned on the vile spewers!
On top of them.
Fuck this place.
That better kill all of them.
Reinforcing.
We're also running a bit low on reinforcements right now.
Requesting tap pack. Calling down a support weapon.
Oh. One down, one more charger to go. Oh, 2 more to go. Pardon me. And they're having trouble walking around. Alright. All chargers down for right now.
Nice.
Have a taste of democracy.
Oh.
Not today.
I'll send you over here. Good, 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 good.
That's good.
Less good?
I have no weapons to play now.
New mag.
Uh-oh, that's a charger right in front of me.
Grenade.
Yeah, that's good.
Do it.
That's all my grenades, but he's down.
Got it. Clear enemies, 5 remaining. Oh!
Oh, did the explosion get you?
Yeah, I think so.
We have 5 seconds.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna steal his shit if he's gonna be dead for a while, but since he's right here, I'll just wait.
I've got more stuff on the way.
Well, if I can get to I am nowhere near it.
Nope.
Oh fuck, no!
Ready to liberate.
Why do the hunters have to see me?
I'll drop 1 and 2 for anyone who wants that.
I'll take it because I got nothing right now.
Affirmative. Good.
Thank you.
Alright, time to move on.
Is that my dead body up here?
No.
Oh,
Maybe.
it is before I summon my shit. I'll leave Curious Arcana by it.
Bug outpost spotted.
I hear you. I hear you grunting over there somewhere.
Done and dusted.
Did we ever get the stalker nest or no?
No.
Negative.
I went to go throw my bomb and I got hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I tagged you when I was shooting the stalker.
Spore charger.
Heavy. On my position.
Walking it around.
Calling down a sentry.
Ow. Got him.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Oh, what threw me?
Everything behind you. You might want to walk away from that.
For prosperity.
I can't see what I'm setting on fire, but I am setting something on fire.
That'll be an impaler right here.
Bag's empty.
Impaler dead.
Wombo combo, flamethrower, and autocannon turret, apparently.
That would do it.
Okay, I feel way more powerful now that I actually have my repertoire with me.
Ah.
Felt so naked without it.
Oh, my laser. No.
Reinforcing.
I dip behind a rock, and that's the cue for my laser to kill me.
Sample. Marking location.
Oh, that was you. Not gonna lie, I thought you were a bug.
Wow.
So Curry's the traitor.
Uh,
I think he needs to be court-martialed.
dude, that was a funny story. You were walking around, and I didn't see an icon above your head.
I mean, to be fair, when you see people in real life, do they have icons above their heads?
No, that makes me more suspicious of them, too.
Requesting sentry.
Alright, let's recoup all these losses here. That's a breach over there.
Yep.
Requesting air support.
Screw this. I'm going.
stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Where is my Quasar?
He's right in front of you. Yeah, you see him.
Oh,
Step on a rock.
Okay. Did you get thrown onto the stage?
Are
Yep.
you underneath?
yep. There we go.
She
Okay.
hopped out just like it was a
Oh,
ledge.
ah!
Oh, it's you now.
I slipped behind the rock and fired.
I don't know. Be over here.
I need to not slip on rocks, because that's what killed me twice in a row. I need to climb onto a rock and stay on top of the rock.
Dude, I was just minding my own business and then someone dropped on my face.
Yeah, that'll kill you too.
Requesting orbital.
Alright, Adjudicator definitely makes short work of the Hive Guards, though. Point in its favor, I suppose. Not really that great on everything else, though. Alright. No. No.
No.
Don't run that way, don't run that way, don't run that way!
Yeah, well, a little bit more warning would be nice.
Well, there's a big red light.
I wasn't facing that direction.
Well, when I saw you start running towards it, I let you know. Ow.
Reloading! Bag's empty. Going supply beacon. Requesting orbital. Calling in reinforcements. Helldivers never die.
All right, let's get it.
Ready to liberate. Calling down a sentry. Requesting
Yeah,
advanced
I've got
weaponry.
so that's all on you.
Sending down equipment package.
I see something fast headed my way. That is what is fast and headed my way. Hey, stop charging at me. Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Damn it.
Okay.
You got this.
I will try.
What weapon did you end up taking?
What do you mean?
What main are you using right now?
Eruptor, my beloved.
Is it? It doesn't look like the Eruptor icon.
That's the Eruptor.
That is 100% an Eruptor.
Oh.
Yeah, I can tell because the shrapnel.
Well, yeah, the icon looks different from what I'm used to.
I think it's always looked like that.
I think the barrel looks shorter than it does in the in its picture.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Quite possibly.
Well, I'd say you can call Verdant down, but the Ion Storm has different plans. Oh,
Not
no.
right now. So where is the actual flag site? Flag site's right here.
Right towards it.
Freedom forever!
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back to my Flame Boy.
Ah,
Calling in
The Adjudicator is
reinforcements!
nice, but it only really works on the armored enemies, and it just doesn't do shit against the
Say hello to democracy!
those dudes that you just shot.
Got it.
Squirty boys.
Oh, hello.
Friend.
Friend, right behind me. Almost killed me. Almost.
You live in all honesty.
I've got some reflexes.
My life for Super Earth!
Unless you're referring to something that's not within my skill. Capable with skill. Like luck. I shoot blindly. There's a spore charger somewhere around here. I see that. Come over here, you big boy. Dead.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
There it is.
Heavy, south, 50
Oh,
meters.
that too. But also that.
Oh, yeah. He just spawned.
Rare sample acquired. Requesting sentry.
Got it.
That's dealing with the spore charger, and Curry found a tentacle man.
Got a sample.
It was a tentacle man. Not anymore.
What the?
There was a rock behind you.
I know, but I dove to the side because there was a rock.
Say hello to democracy. Fog tunnel breach. Calling down supplies. Get some. Get some. Reinforcing.
Alright, who's up next? Cloud.
Yep.
Four boys dead.
Thank you.
Nice.
Alright, where is my fist? There it is. Hello.
I need a top up before I do anything else. There we go.
How'd you like the taste of freedom? Freedom forever.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, not allowed. Ow. Not allowed to do that.
I mean, if you just want to sit there and take it, that's cool and all.
Don't mind me.
Ow. Oh, hi. No?
One more enemy remaining.
I don't even see it.
There it is.
On your duty, you may extract with honor.
Alright.
Okay.
There's Stalker nest down south, right by where we need to leave, so we should probably take that out.
Got it. We'll clean up some ends and bits then.
Here's some dead bodies from before.
Reinforcing.
Well, if you want my flamethrower on the ground there.
The floor's littered with my bodies. I'm sure I'll be able to find one.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the
Well, we're
area.
going towards both of our original bodies, so definitely find your stuff there.
Alright, I'll just have to go that way then.
Calling down a sentry.
I hear them.
You will never destroy our way of life.
Oh, Curry's way back there.
No worries, I can take care of myself.
Not you we're worried about right now.
Ah, I see.
Okay, it's over there. I see it over there.
I hear it clicking.
Say hello to
Yeah, I do
democracy.
too.
Beautiful.
Found it!
Great. Well,
Apparently,
Orbital inbound.
an impact from full killed me,
Bug
but
tunnel
that's
breach.
fine.
Requesting orbital.
I got it.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, wow. Okay.
I thought I was out of the range. I was not.
You're cutting it awfully close there.
Heavy. Southeast. 50 meters.
Bug outpost!
For law.
Oh, well, I don't like how this is
Sample
going right
collected.
now.
Rare sample acquired.
Nope. That's a big no. Uh-oh. No.
Alright, I'm headed your way.
Found something.
Calling in reinforcements.
But first... for a sample, sure thing.
Oh, wait, I have nothing to fight you with. Damn it.
You really don't. Okay. I'm headed on over. Oh, hey.
I ran out of stamina, so I had to turn around so I could see where he was shooting from, only for him to immediately ass blast me in the face.
Still not dead yet. That's fine.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Oh, wait, what am I doing? I have fucking thermite grenades.
Throwing grenades.
Idiot.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know what flung me back that time.
I was throwing grenades at him.
Ah, it's too bright, I can't see. Never mind, it's too foggy. Oh, hey.
Okay.
Dead. Is one of its legs cracked open? No.
No, I thought I got one, but I didn't.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna let you play with him. Bye.
You got it.
Requesting sentry.
Feel free to throw me somewhere near my body when it's time.
Liberty speed your step, Helldiver. Calling in reinforcements.
Bug tunnel breach. Sample.
Okay. Feeling better. Yep, let's speed our step.
That was... Is it right here? Really? Wow.
Accurate.
And my barrages are ready. Perfect. Love to see that.
Throwing supply beacon.
Be even better if we weren't jammed.
It would be a bit better, wouldn't it?
Calling
I
in
agree.
extraction.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Are you going for that yellow thing over there?
I sure am.
Rare sample acquired.
Alright, I will hold on the fort, I suppose.
I believe in you.
Well, that makes one of us.
Ah, again with the confidence thing.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Hello. I got more.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Orbital inbound.
better? Come on, up and over. Don't just let me get stuck here, please. Wreck slips? Marched all the way over here for wreck slips.
It is what it is sometimes.
It really do be like that sometimes.
Found something.
Oh, I
Rare
destroyed
sample
the
acquired.
ever-living crap out of that.
As it should be.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Is that all of them?
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Huh. TA
Beautiful.
Napalm
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Not bad,
This is
okay.
Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
Calling down a sentry.
Requesting orbital.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch.
I'm
in
definitely
20
ready to
seconds.
be done with this.
Extraction complete.
Huh.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Today you
That was a
another
rather rough
and a long
round.
climb.
Yeah, it's a bit rough, but hey, at least we all extracted and all the objectives are cleared.
True.
There we go, a little something for our troubles.
Wait, cadet, what the fuck?
Cadet. Oh, hey, you're a cadet. I wonder how that happened.
I know. They update me so hard that my title died.
Yeah.
Alright.
Your experience is no more.
Well, I'm glad to know I'm still using the most stims, though. Curry, you're getting a little
Fight
sus
on
there.
in the
I'm
midst of those we lost.
I'm encroaching on your title there a little bit.
You're encroaching on my drug use. Please go away.
We can both do drugs together. Wouldn't that be more fun?
No.
Oh, fine. Keep your drugs.
I will, thank you. Freedom's Tapestry. Eagle's Fury.
High five. That is not the position for a high five, but whatever.
What?
The emotes for a high five has the Helldiver extending their hand out for like a handshake instead of raising it up for a high five,
Oh.
which is interesting, but
What is the emo button?
on keyboard it's you hold down B.
Alright.
The siege upon managed
So
democracy
pressing B
continues.
will,
Let us rally
yeah.
to our defense.
What kind of derpy helmet do I want to put with
There you
this?
go.
Perfect. Looks completely out of place. Love it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Really? How old are you? You were a child.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Well, that's...
Reaching orbital
I didn't even know that was an emote. That's silly.
It's in the Chemical War Bonds one. I just bought it.
God.
Orbit synchronized.
That is in character for Cloud. I would not know him otherwise.
It is.
What about here?
But I want to land here.
What about here?
You are a child. Okay, fine. We'll land wherever you want.
Here.
Right here.
I want to land here.
The game is being mean to me, and I don't like it.
Game is being very mean, and I don't like it.
You get used to it. Well, I guess after all this time, maybe you don't. I don't know.
You just get used to disappointment sometimes. Alright. Flamethrower, we got a thermite, we got a grenade pistol. Alright, what do we want for a new weapon?
Great question. Oh, that is the wrong button.
I do like the
Don't care
view
about
of this
that.
thing sometimes. But it's really hard to argue with these. Looks good.
Launch initiated.
Okay.
Coming in
Alright.
hot.
I'm gonna try to not die as much as last time.
Yeah, good goal. Oh hey, we've got some flying bugs about.
I sent them a gift.
Good.
Ah,
I also am sending them
Really?
gifts.
really?
That was my autocannon.
One sec, I'll get you. That's an SOS beacon. Just kidding.
That's
I didn't even do anything. All I did was turn around to help with the bugs.
Oh! There was a hell bomb.
We found it.
We
Though,
found it
man.
all right.
like Curry, I'm guessing Curry shot it.
I don't think I was shooting at one currently.
It might have been your turret, though.
Probably. Oh, hey. Alright, run away, then run
Okay, F this.
this
F
direction.
this.
Need you. Need you.
Where is my stuff? Found him.
Bag's empty.
Good. Uh-oh.
Ow.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's not a good spot for me.
Ow! No! That's a bad spot.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Bro, what the fuck? How are you still alive? I hit you with 2 thermite grenades. Oh, he had like 1 health left. God damn it. I feel denied my kill.
I'm sorry. Did I tag him?
You barely tagged him and he died.
Oh yeah, no,
With that little health left from my thermite grenades.
You rightfully. Ah, damn it.
Kill, most damage done. We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
You want to toss me, Curry? Because she's not in a position to do so.
You are not on the ground yet. Let's get you back down.
Calling down supplies.
Let's leave my autocannon turret out somewhere conspicuous.
Check out the terminal.
Where the hell is my body?
Your body is over here. Yep. Your stuff is right there.
Get some! Get some!
I think that's an eruptor. So
No, down here. Your thingy.
Oh. It says I found
flamethrower.
There must be an item right here. I don't see anything. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, shit.
Alright, we'll haul up here, wait for that to go. Okay, come on.
Sample collected.
Over the fence, please. Like that.
New mag.
Okay, Charger's dead.
Drop in package.
I'm going on a little side quest. I will come get the generator after I finish it.
Package acquired.
I am, oh, hi.
Orbital inbound.
Dropping package.
Stim, please.
That's fell a little short, but I'll take it.
Get out of here. Laser, please.
Package acquired. Drop in package.
Instead of it setting my enemies on fire, my laser decided that setting me on fire would provide a tactical advantage for whatever reason.
Ah, fun.
Dropping package.
Freedom forever.
Package. Drop in package.
Good, 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 good. All dead.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Up. Rare sample acquired.
Thank you very much.
Alright, now where? Oh, I see where you guys ended up.
Let's get this
Package
turret
acquired. Dropping
online.
package.
Enemy elite, northwest, 50 meters.
I'm just gonna leave him alone.
No need to attract attention. Oh, I've got a explosive over here.
You got an explosive? Alright.
I think they found
I already
me
have
anyway.
3 explosives in here, so.
They did. Alright.
Dropping package.
Last one done.
Okay.
I got the terminal.
Rare sample acquired.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Oh, I hate that.
Liberty dispensed.
I hear flamethrower over there. Oh, yep, that sure is.
Bug tunnel breach.
Shit.
Heavy. North.
I
100
wasn't
meters.
prepared. Thank you.
Got it. Oh, at 100 meters, no less.
Sending in an eagle.
Found something! Have a taste of democracy!
Where are you shooting at?
New mag!
I mean, it's right here. I may as well, right?
Requesting sentry!
May as well.
Rare sample acquired.
Oh, hey, you're with me.
Found something!
Very nice.
Damn.
Reloading.
Terminate hive structure destroyed.
Ah, that's much
Oh, you
better.
guys are nowhere near me. I see.
We're way ahead of you. Around this way.
Found something! Rare sample acquired.
Super credits.
Sample collected.
So you'd appreciate that.
Tunnel breach.
Heavy, southeast. Close.
I did.
Altai dead.
Oh, nice.
Say hello to democracy!
You dropped the 500k. Okay.
I did. Well, when I threw it, there was a Bile Titan.
Last reload!
What did I miss here? Oh, it's a bunker. None of you are near me.
That could have easily killed me.
Ah!
That is very unfortunate.
Where is it? It's right there. Okay, got it.
I guess if I throw my stuff down, it'll
Heavy,
easily remember that
southeast.
it's up here, right?
Close.
Actually, no, it's the only one that's orange. It's the only one that's got it. Yeah, that's fine. You can swing through on the way out.
I am out of ammo on my primary.
Okay.
I need to leave.
Calling down a sentry!
Sending a sentry in the meantime. Make sure it doesn't blow up immediately. Alright, watch my sentry.
Sentry. Requesting orbital. Throwing supply beacon. Calling down a support weapon. I got the terminal.
Fuck!
Calling in reinforcements.
He hit me into the fire.
That sounds about right.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Supplies.
Supplies right there.
How'd you summon stuff for me? Thank you.
New mag.
I sure did. All
Engaging
yours.
Terminal.
Ow.
Got a sample.
Rare sample acquired. Package acquired.
Hard drive time.
Oh, it's time to go. I see. Is that a hole or a thing to close?
Not sure.
think it's
what you're referring
Here,
to.
Bug hive spotted.
It sure is.
Outpost cleared.
All these sequels are right here.
Throwing grenade. Dropping pack.
Cliff.
Reinforcing. Package acquired.
Got the package.
Dropping package.
Got the specimen. Oh, I cannot carry both at the same time. Let's see.
Package acquired.
Okay, there we go. This'll be fun.
Dropping package.
Alright, I don't have
Requesting
a
sentry.
thing
Package
for right now. I
acquired.
have Quasar. That is not going to function the way I want it to.
Let's pull up on this
Dropping
mound
package.
right here.
Mag's empty. Package acquired.
Okay, good.
Ow.
Have a taste of democracy. Bug outpost spotted. Dropping package.
Ah, need to reload.
You will never destroy our way of life. New mag. Got a sample.
Outpost cleared.
There we go.
Package acquired.
Alright, now I'm getting out of here.
I just
Through-
get here and Curry's like, oh no, I finished everything. We're good.
We're good. Let's go. All done.
Found something.
I'll grab that. Yeah, I'm running away from that chirping.
Well, you're leaving it for us if you do.
Dropping
I
package.
see. Alright, turning around.
Alright, I can't.
Calling down a sentry.
Let's
Come my-
get
come my
rid
love.
of this momentary
Yes.
nuisance. Ow. We have to deal with the stuff behind me first.
Say
Condor is
hello to
online.
democracy.
All good?
Yep.
Package acquired.
Yeah, if you want to keep going towards where my body is, that my body is relatively close to where, the bunker is.
Got it. Is this the bunker? This is not the bunker.
Rare sample acquired.
No, it's further up. It's the only dot up from that upper right area, in between all the other cleared stuff.
I see that. Do.
I am heading that way. Actually, all of us are heading that way.
Oh, jeez, that's a hole.
Please don't go down the hole with the super
Sample
samples that you
Package
already
acquired.
picked up.
Sending in an eagle.
Oh, hello.
Dropping package. I'm on it.
I'll let you
Package acquired.
do all that stuff. I'm gonna go make a run for the objective.
Super credits, medals, and medals.
Alrighty. Any super credit is a good super credit.
For just a second, I thought you were going to say it was a dead super credit. I'm
Dropping
like,
package.
I guess.
Any super credit's a dead super credit after I'm done spending it.
Package acquired.
Incoming. Stand clear.
Yeah, stand clear of that.
Way too ahead of us.
Alrighty.
Well, maybe it is a little closer than I thought it was, but it's still a decent ways away.
Where am I taking this? There it is.
Dog tunnel breach.
That's where I'm taking it.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Changing
Ah.
height.
That's a lot of bugs.
Dropping package.
Sure is a lot of bugs.
Stop, please! What the hell?
Oh, yep, this is way too much.
Requesting
Move
sentry.
over here.
Have a taste of democracy.
I'll just go up here. Oh, hello.
Laser, my god.
How'd you like
They're
to
more
taste
dangerous
of
than fucking
freedom?
bugs.
Ooh, okay, thank you for the support.
Laser!
Very nice.
Prosperity. Yes,
Uh-oh.
Spore charges somewhere around here.
Last
I'm
reload.
looking at
There it is.
Got him.
Heavy.
Oh.
North. On my
Okay.
position. Reloading.
Not quite. Whiff that shot.
Have a taste of democracy.
Nice.
There we go.
Freedom forever.
Clear skies.
Yep.
Out of ammo, my primary.
Done.
I need to find another way in. But first, while I'm here,
Dropping item.
A lot of shit over there.
Sending down equipment back.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Calling down supplies.
there we go.
Oh, I need some of that.
Calling down a sentry!
Supplies are...
Supplies.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Sample.
Got a sample!
No, I dropped them there.
Oh no, that's there's a regular sample. Yours are right here.
Got it.
There, combine them.
Perfect, thank you. I'm gonna go take care of this hole right here.
Calling down a support weapon.
Bug outpost!
Outpost destroyed.
Got a sample. Rare sample acquired.
Okay. Now we can do the last stage in peace.
Rare sample collected. Dropping package.
Good, good,
I got the
good.
terminal.
Oh, hello.
How'd you like the taste of
Too
freedom?
late, too late. Oh well.
Oh, there, I see. Oh, I see it's right here.
I'm on it.
For prosperity! Marking location. South. Cancel that.
Da-da-da.
I see the tentacles. Where is the...
Great question.
He's dead. I don't know what direction I looked at. I don't see him.
I don't either.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait here at this point then. It's almost done.
Freedom triumphs over tyranny once more. The extraction shuttle awaits your request.
Awesome.
Calling in extraction.
Come on.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
May as
Dropping
well.
item.
Given how close these are to the thing, I'm going to move them real quick.
Requesting sentry.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
New mag. Bug tunnel breach.
Orbital inbound.
Okay.
How'd you like the taste of
A
freedom?
little bit dangerous, but we'll do it that way.
Fire in the hole.
Orbital.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
New mag.
Call this pretty dangerously.
Say hello.
Oh. Ow. Let's back it up a little bit. And be careful about that.
Last reload.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Got a lot of them. Nope, there's more of this thing, huh?
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Oh.
Good. All clear.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
There's a random machine gun over here. Oh, it's not clear now.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Got it.
Okay. For some reason,
Let's
when did
go.
we pick it up?
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Liberty has seen you through.
Good.
All this money I can't spend.
Look at all these medals I can't spend either.
Oh, it's so close to being liberated.
Well, get it.
Alright, I like the laser boy, but he really wants to kill me more than the enemies do.
Huh. I remember having those problems. I still do.
A victory for democracy.
Excellent. More
Welcome
metal.
aboard, Helldiver.
Ugh,
The
all
super
0
destroyer
medals.
is yours.
That seems like a you problem.
Yeah. 180 more
Helldiver,
super credits.
Take command of the galaxy's liberation. Our enemies forsook
Premium
mercy
victory pose,
long
huh?
ago. Oblivion is all that awaits them now.
Want them? Kind of. Yeah, why not? We'll get it.
Oh, when did? Hold on. Hi, Jar. I
Yeah,
see you
spent
here.
All my medals.
I don't know when you sent that last message of yours because I was a bit too busy,
17.
not dying. But hello.
49 more, and I will finish this war bond, and then I can go back to spending them on the main war bond again.
The main war. I still haven't finished that.
No, I'm close though.
Got it.
I'm on the last page of it.
Getting
That
there.
is a lie. I'm on page 9, but I have everything on page 10 done except the credits. Alright, let's go to that other planet then.
Yeah.
This is basically done. It is done. They must have. It was so close to 100% that someone else completed it and finished it.
Perfect.
What do
Mission
we got here?
accomplished.
I don't like that. Eradicate, evacuation, and everything. Yes. This.
Initiating FTL jump to the Pandion system.
Don't.
No stratagem hero for you.
Aww.
FTL jump successful.
Can't play games
Mission
while I'm FTL
coordinates
jumping.
locked. Hell pods primed.
What about here?
What if I want to land way over here?
You know what? I'll take it. I approve of your choice.
Here?
You land outside
No.
the bounds and immediately get targeted as a
What about
traitor.
Get you
don't
get
like
a
this
free
spot.
380 if you land outside of bounds.
Yeah. Totally done that before.
Alright.
Bum.
YOLO.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum,
Perfect.
bum.
I'm gonna try it. I'm bringing the Tesla tower.
Ooh. I
Bring the
approve.
what?
The Zappy Zap.
The Zappy Zap?
You'll see.
Do I
yeah.
want to know? Is it gonna kill me on impact again?
I mean, if you stand under it.
Are
yes.
you gonna kill me on impact?
This is the
Are you-
solemn duty for which you were born.
No, that's my job.
Defend democracy.
Oh, right.
Any cause.
Calling down a support weapon.
Watching sentry.
Ooh. Gotta go. Oh! Ow.
That was not funny.
It's a little funny to me.
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Got it.
Reporting to the front.
I will, sure to, not bring the Tesla tower. I didn't bring it this time, but...
Reinforcing. For prosperity.
I thought it was doing a good job over there.
Doing supply beacon.
Excuse me, I'm gonna borrow your rock for a second.
This is my spot. Get the fuck out of here!
Okay, I am getting far away from you.
Oh shoot, I died again.
The Tesla tower got me from that distance. Wow.
It got me too. I don't remember where exactly it was.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Joining the fray.
Seems like a good spot for my Gatling Sentry.
Noted.
Airfull
It looked more
collected.
dangerous than I thought it was.
A smidge more dangerous. Ammo. Ooh. Do not want to stand right
Send
in
a
front of
Tesla tower
that.
out there this time, farther away from us.
How long does that thing last?
I don't know. The other one's still going. But hey, a little thing spawned up by it, so maybe it'll start doing its job.
Maybe.
Bomb tunnel breach.
Oh, I've got perfect placement on that one.
Yep, that's pretty good.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
New mag.
Okay, one turret down. A few more to go.
Oh, they broke my Tesla tower.
Actually, autocannon's already ready to go.
Requesting sentry.
Oh!
Ow.
That was point blank in front of my autocannon.
Yeah, it sure was.
Quest approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Heavy, west, 50 meters.
I wish it would target things that were not me.
Alright, you're also. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're standing right in the line of fire again.
There's still bugs. Shoot the bugs.
Quest approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Everywhere is
yeah.
fire.
Yep, they're gone now.
Southwest.
Freedom triumphs over tyranny once more. The
Beautiful.
extraction shuttle awaits your request.
Pelican 1
Extraction
approaching pickup.
request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
It destroyed the resupply.
Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Alright, time to go.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart.
I am on
Shuttle
Pelican
launch
1.
in 20 seconds.
You're on Pelican 1. Alright, time to go.
Pelican 1
I
beginning
mean,
ascent.
so you gotta sound like Lethal, where you just, as long as you're on the ship, you go with it.
Victory was never in doubt.
You just strap yourself to the outside, and off you go.
Another easy 6 medals. Oh, we still have time. I think it just feels later because I'm just so disappointed that we tried to play the game and just immediately said no.
You built up a bit of hype for it, and then today comes, and then nope.
I don't know what you guys
No
are talking
can do.
about. I had 100% accuracy.
Wow, 100%. Can't fault you there. Perfect score.
Feels good.
I bet.
Your fellow Helldivers rage against
I
the
prefer to
enemy's
actually use my weapon
Jew it, man.
instead of
I
carrying
did.
it
I
around.
actually fired my regular gun.
Ah, I see.
I literally never missed a shot.
I see. Right. I went completely past the performance screen. I thought you
Mission coordinates locked.
I just thought you didn't fire your gun at all.
Hellpods
Oh,
prime.
no, I did.
No,
Not
it
much,
actually
but I did.
Orbital
It
thrusters.
actually said 41 of 41.
Hey, there we go.
Here.
Orbit synchronized.
Maybe I should just not
Locked
use...
and loaded.
It feels bad not using the laser, but the laser keeps trying to murder me.
Hmm.
Don't have anything for big boys though. Maybe I'll just get rid of the 180. I just won't be clearing out bug nests very well, that's all.
Same
We're
as
taking a
last
rail
time.
and get rid of the pests.
Got it.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Okay. I will at least accomplish my goal if I can stay alive for the
Today,
first
the light of liberty
2
will
minutes.
grace the skies of this world once more.
How many minutes?
You know what? We'll go 1.
Okay, 1 minute it is.
Putting the bar low.
Well, you do need to realize I have died within the first 30 seconds of like every round so far.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Curry shot a bomb for one of those.
Curry shot a hell bomb. You set me on fire. I can't remember what happened the third time.
Found something.
Moving in.
Rare sample acquired. Found something. Got a sample.
Let's crack this one right open.
New mag.
Alright, well, if you're gonna summon a bunch of shit, I'm gonna burn it all.
Fair is fair.
Oh, Jesus! No? No, oh no. Things went south.
Oh,
Things
that
went
one
very
snuck up
south.
on me.
Send me to the pain!
Set me on down, Cloud.
I can't!
Okay.
Now I can. Alright, give me a sec.
Get some! Get some!
Oy vey, that was dangerous. Yay, napalm. Scorched earth strategies.
Yay, napalm indeed.
Calling in reinforcements!
Oh, hi.
Should probably get rid of that last hole right
I
there.
would like to taste some.
Oh. Okay. Let's get it done. Oh, there's another one.
Thank you.
Mag.
There were a bunch of samples over here. I just had to run past them. Got one of them.
All good.
Alright, let's go turn that power generator on. Oh, hello. If you're gonna get that, do you need me for this? Or you want me to go get the other one?
I can handle this by myself.
Never mind, I have things following me.
You've got better things to do.
Engaging terminal.
Requesting air support.
I got the terminal.
Oh, hello.
New mag.
And you burst through that. I'm going to run away.
Requesting orbital.
Heavy. On my position.
I did. Okay, fine. Oh, I see.
Come on, up and over. Oh, a little bit too far.
Heavy. Northeast. On my position.
Super credits and more medals. You do like those.
Up, up, up.
Oh, is that a little flashy light right
I'm
here?
on it.
Sorry, I'm being distracted by blinding lights.
All good.
Found something.
Is after me. That.
Medals? Can't say no.
Alright,
See
I was
another
planning on
thing
going
over
here
here.
first. Whew, it is dusty over here.
Where the fucking charger spawned out of the earth? Oh, 2 of them did. Great. We love that.
I actually can't see anything.
Requesting orbital strike.
Calling in a hell bomb.
Got one of them.
That's why.
Come on, man.
Verdun, if you'd like to summon him back
He
in.
stopped mid-charge, hitting nothing, and then immediately just stopped me.
I see.
That's new behavior.
Reinforcing.
Terminate hive structure destroyed.
Ah, much better.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched. Objective complete.
Sending in an eagle.
Have a taste of democracy.
Are you walking around the other way?
Rare sample acquired. Heavy. On my position.
No.
Left tunnel breach.
Just decided to take the most inefficient path. Your loss, my gain.
Requesting air support.
Heavy. North. Close.
Found something.
Alright, where'd he go? I saw him. I juked him, and then I lost him.
Got a sample. Package acquired. Dropping package.
What do we got? Slips? No, nobody cares.
Not
Package
worth our
acquired.
time.
Dropping package. Heavy. Southeast.
Oh, found him.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
I need to activate the terminal first, which is right here.
Package acquired.
Explosive.
Dropping package.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright,
Bug outpost.
got the spore charger.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, I lost it. Okay.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
I lost the freaking... Oh, it's rolling off. Oh, thank goodness. It rolled back to me.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Interesting.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Explosive in. I need a couple more. Nothing down here. Can't even find 5 bullets for this thing. Where are they?
Rare sample acquired.
Did I run right by them? Were they right here the whole time?
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Yep. I ran right by them.
Congrats.
Mission is progressing.
Meanwhile, I am having a sight issue and cannot find any more. Oh, there's one more.
Package acquired. Dropping
Let's
package.
go.
Never mind.
Round.
Come on. Up you go. There we go.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
There we go. Much better.
Engaging terminal.
What do you have going on over here?
That's anything, but I'll go give it a check.
Democracy delivered.
I contributed.
Keep your laser away.
I'll have you know I have no control over my laser.
I know.
Though there is a way to put it away, I don't know how. That
Yes, there
new.
is a way to put it away. I just don't know how to do that.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm being flanked. We don't like that.
Oh, nope, don't. Do not drown. Do not drown.
Uh-oh. You good? You alive?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Ooh. I was hoping I could take a shortcut, but nope.
What does this one have? God damn it, more requisition slips, really? Ran all the way down here for nothing.
Calling in an eagle.
Absolutely nothing. Sorry to hear that.
There's something over here.
I'm going to Vex slips myself too.
Prepare to exterminate.
Oh, it's a nest.
New mag.
Great.
Bug hive spotted.
Orbital inbound.
Outpost destroyed.
Can't say I'm a fan of this.
Sample
Yep.
collected.
Orbital inbound.
Have done with those, please.
Now kill these 4 bugs right here so they don't cause any collateral damage.
Well, whatever is up there is dying. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually close any of the bug holes. It just sets everything on fire.
Unfortunate.
But I needed it to do that because there's so much crap in here.
Sending in an eagle.
Found
That's a
something.
dumb idea. Running into the fire.
Oh, ammo. Yes.
Okay, though. Ow! Bro.
Hey, Finn. What's wrong, puppy? Oh, okay.
Back slips.
Get
Yep,
some!
I hear ya.
Get some! Requesting sentry.
Oh my god, how did I survive that?
Outpost destroyed.
Kill.
It was not skill.
Well, you know what? I tried.
We are going to write it down as skill and not
Yep.
think any more about it.
Where'd he go?
Exactly. I hear you, puppy. You really do.
Alright, well, I don't know where the charger went, so I'm just gonna pretend he doesn't exist.
Good choice, good choice.
Outpost destroyed.
Just barreled straight on through me and then was like, okay, that's it.
Got a sample. Rare sample acquired.
There's a quasar cannon on the ground. I'll join you in that.
Have a taste of democracy.
Oh yes, please come resupply if you need it.
Supplies. I got the terminal.
Oh, it's one of the big boy nests, huh? Alright. Looks like you cleaned out a good chunk of it, though.
I did.
Engaging terminal.
Okay, let's get this engaged. Locks.
I'm on it.
Do, do.
I'm on it.
Ouch.
I got the terminal.
Outpost destroyed.
Okay, well, that's going.
I hear you, puppy. I legitimately do. Did you pick up samples that were in here?
I sure didn't.
Right, I did need to reload
Well,
anyway.
I can't find any more, so...
Alright, oh, they're up top, I see. You have to run around outside.
Oh.
I'm on the terminal.
It's fine. Curry's over there and you probably would like us to assist.
No, I've almost
Yep.
got this done.
Curry would like us to pretend to assist and then take credit for doing nothing.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Yep, that's how teamwork happens.
Cool projects.
Alright, I'm doing a loop for more samples up top.
Engaging terminal.
Alright, all done.
Not seeing anything else though.
You observe democracy work. Extraction awaits.
Nothing.
5 minutes, puppy.
You can wait 5 more minutes, Finn, I promise ya.
I don't know if he can. He's like giving me a straight up stare down.
We are getting there.
You got that, Bubby?
Well, don't say it. Now he's gonna get more anxious.
I don't.
Uh-oh. What am I...
Found something.
Why is it red? Oh. Hello. I found a bunker, I think.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
I don't know, Verdant, if you'd like to join him.
Yes.
Awesome.
I said I think, I'm not sure. It is not a bunker.
Oh.
Sorry, I couldn't see around the
Understood.
corner. I just set myself on fire, that was silly.
Proceed to extraction when ready. Extraction shuttle inbound. Sending down equipment package.
There is a tossed rock around
That
these
man.
parts.
Is he making noises?
Yes.
Man, enough! Oh, I almost walked down a hole.
Oh, good.
No
That's-
pain, no freedom.
That's lovely.
We only would have lost 10 samples, no big deal.
Huh. Verdant, do you need samples still?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
I have 2 things left to unlock.
Ah, okay.
This should get me enough to unlock 1. And then I'll have to
One
collect
of them.
another 250 more.
Got it.
Calling down support weapon.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Requesting tap pack.
Do they just not want to spawn by us anymore?
Support weapon inbound.
They sure don't, and I'll take it.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Well, I feel like I need to use this because there's nothing else to do.
Orbital incoming. Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
Huh.
Calling in an eagle.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
See, Pelican 1 isn't even shooting at anything. There is nothing around us. Time to go.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1
I gave us some
beginning ascent.
fireworks to leave too.
Awesome.
Democracy prevails once more.
Crying at me for a reason.
Yeah, but since the reason wasn't democracy, we can't really listen to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do.
Well, at least I still have the stims going for me.
Mission complete without a single friendly fire incident. That will save paperwork.
Look at this. Each of
Think
us
we have
died
time.
Exactly
Last
once.
one.
Yeah.
Mission
Let's
coordinates
do
locked.
more.
Hellpods prime.
So, what did Finn want?
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Ow.
Go outside.
Get out. Ice. Classic.
Orbit
Why are you
synchronized.
licking me? Stop that.
Here?
Because he likes you.
Oop, that is not the one I wanted. Ooh.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo, doo.
You know what? I'm gonna take the regular guard dog.
Okay.
They gave it penetrating rounds now.
Penetrating rounds. Okay.
I'm gonna try it. Like, what do I lose?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Your allies to
Your
death.
ally.
Laser already kills us. What does it matter if a bullet kills us instead?
That's fair.
Fair play to ya.
Alright, nah, we'll do that. Looks good.
Launch initiated.
Alright. Oh, that's a hole I almost landed in. Okay.
That would have been a little bit.
Freakers!
Shriekers! Where's my things? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One on the left. Let's see here. Okay. Come on, recharge. Here we go.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Yep.
No.
Calling down a sentry.
Deploying sentry.
That's why we like the rail cannon. No. Oh, that motherfucker. Hunter jumped on me and it knocked my flamethrower into the ground, so I just blasted myself with fire.
That sounds accurate.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Oh, I feel bad.
Good work. Good work on the nest.
Permanent hive structure destroyed.
Liberty for second arm.
Okay, let's get a move on. I can peel off towards the right side.
Found something.
Oh, that's you going towards what I was going towards.
Arc thrower? No thank you. Not interested.
Bit of an ew there.
I like my loadout.
Found something.
I'll go
Sample
towards the first
collected.
objective then.
Rare sample acquired.
Good, good.
What's this to my
Can't
left?
liberate
though?
with this broken
Oh,
arm.
that's the remnants of the nest. Alright.
we've got company.
Oh, it really is. That's funny.
Requesting sentry.
Ah! Rock almost killed me again. Okay. Moving in.
Rare sample acquired.
Moving out. Oh, the rock killed me again.
Here.
Reinforcing. I got the terminal.
I really need to be careful I don't trip on some rocks.
Mission map updated.
Damn it, I maybe throw a grenade,
Going in fresh.
fucker.
Oh, what did I land in? Okay, goodbye. Have you all dragged over here?
Requesting air support. Package acquired. Dropping package.
Okay, I'm just gonna hightail it out of here.
Mission progress logged.
I'm already over here, so I may as well go look at what this is.
Freedom forever.
Count the rocks. Okay.
Bug outpost.
Almost got backed into a corner.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available. Outpost destroyed.
Oh, fuck.
Requesting objective equipment. Orbital.
I'm gonna need
I got
your
the
help for
terminal.
this one, Steph. I don't have a way of closing. I can just nuke the enemies that are down there right now.
Yep, I'm coming.
Rare sample
Getting quite
acquired.
a few of them now.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Uh-oh. No! Snuck up on me. Again.
Calling in reinforcements.
I'll come back again. Oh, nice crater.
Point me to the
It's
enemy.
nothing special, but I like to call it home.
Heh. Oh.
Calling down a sentry.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna use that as a distraction.
Oh, didn't see you pop out. Oh, how the fuck did I miss that?
Very nice. That's exactly what I meant it to do. Meant for it to do. Oh, hey, Fushi. Thank you. Well,
Fushi
get this
lives.
Fushi lives. Fushi's in my chat right now. Hello, Fushi.
Hi, Fushi.
Hi, Fushi. I've got Cloud and Vernon on the call. Fushi is alive, despite popular belief.
Oh, damn it.
Calling in reinforcements.
Hunters are using my own fire against me.
Sorry.
Reinforcements have been launched.
I see, I see.
Rare sample acquired. Engaging terminal.
Alright, well that was fun.
Highly entertaining.
I got the terminal.
Objective is open.
Hey.
Is progressing.
Got a sample.
I will try not to back myself into a corner again. Oh, that's a hellbound. I'm gonna stay away from that.
That's a stalker nest up top.
Yep, I see that.
If you guys want to clear on that side, I'll work on the main objective. If I die, I'll just...
Okay.
whatever. I don't know.
Oh, out of ammo.
Requesting sentry.
Out of ammo at the most inconvenient times.
That's about right.
Call that anytime I'm out of ammo.
Heh.
Have a taste of democracy.
I mean, it's a true fact. Whenever you run out, it is inconvenient.
It is, yes, it is inconvenient. You are correct in that regard.
Yeah, you never run out when you don't need ammo. Like,
Yeah, funny how that works.
Oh,
so glad that I killed that last bug with that last bullet. Like,
Sir! Sir!
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Our way of life.
Okay, that should be everything. No, it's not everything. Who am I kidding?
That was something.
Calling down a support weapon.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Alright, let's go get it. I want that.
you hear it, I just don't see it.
Ah! Uh-oh.
Oh,
There we go.
got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize you were on this side with me. Okay.
Yep. I was coming back around to hit up some of the...
Got it.
some of the dots.
Good to know this water is only waist deep, so you can run across it.
Nice.
Oh, convenient. Okay.
Well, I say run, but it's more like a slow trudge.
Oh.
For prosperity.
Whew,
Who has
just in
bug
time.
breach? You guys or me?
Not me.
What?
bug
Cloud was
breach?
asking about a bug breach.
Somewhere.
Oh, that's me. Oh, I must have gotten a freaking spore.
Bug
You
outpost
got a
spotted.
spore boy.
Charger.
Fire in the hole.
Alright, well here's my dead body.
Destroyed.
Always fun.
Got a sample.
Alright, where's the damn control? There you are.
She's life has been crazy lately.
Bushi's
What's
life?
Bushi's life.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been like disappeared from our existence for a while.
We'll have to fill us in when he's got more time.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. We will be waiting.
Alright.
Too much ammo to work with here, so
Say hello to
just
democracy.
very carefully. Oh, I do not have
Bug outpost.
any
Rare
ammo
sample
from which to...
acquired.
Oh, ammo. Yes.
Otherwise, you guys can resupply if you need to. I'm good for now.
I'm good for the moment. I just found some more. Again, the rocks are going to be in my existence here. I keep running into them like this.
I do like to taste Fritos. Sending in an eagle.
No, no, no. Oh, fuck.
I see. My turret's dead. It's dead, but that is no problem. Come on. One. And... Ooh, that almost scraped me. Oh, hello!
Hello. Finally caught up.
Damn it, fucking
No
chargers.
worries.
Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Oh, great, I
I think that
landed right
one.
next to the charger.
Yeah,
Naturally.
it's dead.
Alright, where am I? Nowhere near any of my stuff. Noted.
No siree. Bunker
help
right
on.
here.
I fell into it.
Give me a second there. Lots of other bugs coming at me. Okay. Good.
I've got this one.
Oh, naturally, when I need a gun in here, it's not available.
Ha.
Super credits and medals.
Very nice. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Oh, laser. I'll use that opportunity to go. That's a 500k.
Outpost spotted.
Very nice. Ooh, nice rock.
Rare sample acquired.
Yeah, why play with the bugs when you can just drop a 400k on them? Oh, I hear it. I just don't see it. There it is.
Oh, there's multiple.
Running back.
Don't run back. Run towards the nest.
Yep.
Got it.
Yes.
Hot dog.
Oh, that did not go where I wanted it to, but that's okay.
Not quite the spot. No
No,
worries.
it's stuck on a rock.
There are a few of them. Got one of them. I did not get the other one.
Don't worry, it'll come back to kill us later.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Injury? What injury?
I hear it hissing.
I do too. and I don't want to look back.
support weapon. Rare sample acquired. Dropping item.
Oh, hey, here you are. Dead.
Dropping item.
Alright, I have my guard dog back. Very nice. Time to take care of that objective.
Oof.
Ooh.
This just for a railgun and some ammo that I don't need.
Probably.
GG. You,
I
you
don't want
tried?
it. Put it down. I don't want that. The ammo. Thank you. You want me to summon you, or you want to... Yeah, you're over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Through as far as I could towards that area.
That's fine, thanks.
Do. Do 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 do.
Real Helldivers! I don't believe it!
Requesting sentry.
Deploying sentry. Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
I think I've got this under wraps here. Yep, this should be the last batch.
The Helldivers!
Oh, at least want to find my body, but I'm guessing you already took my samples.
I sure did. Sound so disappointed. You should sound relieved.
Yes, I am relieved
You
you
have served
liberated my
democracy
samples.
well. Extraction awaits.
I have liberated your samples from your dead corpse.
Sure did. Oh, one of those two dots below must be the super samples.
No, they're hell
I-
bombs.
I already got the super samples.
Oh, are they at the
They
base?
sure are.
Yep. One's an empty ammo cache, one is a hell bomb.
Nice.
I did actually check
Sample
them.
acquired.
Yeah.
Just trying to be productive.
Dropping item.
One up top is also an ammo cache, but now it has a railgun symbol for it, so...
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Calling down supplies.
I'm gonna move this a little bit further away. So it doesn't get hit by the...
Attack back inbound.
Do
thing when it comes.
do do.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Calling down a sentry.
I have this weird feeling you're blocking the spawn, so I'm just gonna throw this out prematurely, because why not?
Huh, you know it.
I'm just gonna watch the fireworks.
Ah, that's beautiful.
It is a salvo 5 per round. Interesting. No wonder it does so much damage.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. seconds. Clear landing zone.
Orbital inbound.
Time to go.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear
This is
the area.
Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
I have the bug.
This is Pelican 1. Preparing for touchdown.
All good.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction
Beautiful.
complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty has seen you through.
Great work all around.
I think we want to have a fuck around and find out round. We should do 10.
Yes. I am totally down for that.
See how well my flamethrower holds up on that.
You'll just have more of them coming at you, and you'll roast more of them alive at the same time.
It sounds like you might want the shield instead of the laser boy.
Maybe that'll get you to change up things then. Does the
Oh,
shield block fire?
No, but it does block the little stabby attacks.
Huh. That might be worth it. Just
I
for
mean,
that.
me, I would get hit with the hunters, which would deal damage and knock my aim down. Then I'd be shooting fire straight at my feet, which would burn me and kill me.
Oh, I see. That's how that works.
If I had the shield, I could equip my salamander armor again, so that I could reduce the flame damage. And the shield would just protect me in general.
Hmm, maybe.
Oh, kill
Oh,
time.
we tied for kills. Okay.
No friendly fire incidents. Well done.
Actually, the
Fine, at least
improvement
I'm
to the
more
guard-
accurate than
the
you
guard
are.
Dog, it's actually viable now, FYI.
Hmm, good to
The
know.
bullet one?
Helldiver.
Yeah.
It didn't try to kill me.
It also is very accurate with its shooting, and it would stop shooting the second something died.
Ooh.
The only
That makes
difference is that it
sense.
has to reload every now and then, but that actually doesn't take that long. It takes like 4 seconds.
Do you have to reload it, or does it just go and reload itself?
It does it on its own.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yep, it lands back on your back, attaches for like 2 seconds, and then unattaches and goes back up and then starts shooting again. And they swapped it to Liberator Penetrator, so it has medium armor piercing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's actually... I would use it again.
Interesting. Okay. Something I might try. Maybe. Maybe I'll try it.
You should do it. It's great.
Huh.
your children up for the all-inclusive Helldiver package.
Sounds like I will.
Helldiver's.
Alright, let's get those. Perfect. Now all I have left is that 32 metal super credit, and then I can be done with this one. Alright. Well, they said they will patch Ember Knights in a day or two, so here's hoping.
Okay. We will revisit it
But-
then.
Let's just ignore it until the weekend and see if they patch it once or twice by then.
Yep, that sounds like a plan for me.
Alright. And on that note, it is late.
Mm-hmm.
The computer doesn't want to load though, so I can't get into Discord to knock myself out of it.
Hmm.
There it goes. Alright. Good night, good sir.
To you as well. Good night.
Night.
Okay, there we go. Discord took a little bit to actually load after I switched away. But okay, that will do it for us tonight. Yeah, if you were here for the very beginning of the stream, you would have known that we wanted to play Ember Knights. The new DLC dropped today, but unfortunately, it has multiplayer problems. The three of us tried to play, and we've got infinite loading screens, so no can do. Instead, we are going to wait until the developers patch the game in about a couple days. And then, like Cloud said, we'll wait until the weekend to see if they do any more changes besides that. And we'll give it another shot. So, we'll wait. We can't play it as is. We'll have to wait until the weekend. So, sorry if you were expecting Ember Knights, but that's how it's going to be. But, at the very least, for Helldivers, I still like the game. It's been a while since I played it, like a couple weeks, but it's still good as I left it. So, happy to play more of it. You might see more of this during the week, you might see something else. It all depends. Depends on what I feel like streaming, what the others feel like playing. So, that's... yeah, you'll just have to stay tuned. But yeah, that is it for me tonight. Thank you all for joining. I will see you all later. Take care, and have a good night, everyone.